Hello, welcome to the final part on my accessories mini series, and this really is just a clumping together of all the other stuff that didn't fit in any of the other categories. So here we go. I'm going to start off with chokers, specifically leather or leather look chokers. Now I really don't wear these very often, more when I'm doing the kind of cybergoth or the post-punk look, which is not something I do often, but it's nice to be able to. All of these came from eBay and none of them were particularly expensive. I'll start with the simplest one. It's just a plain metal ring that's riveted on to a band with press studs fastening at the back. Very simple but quite bold. The next one is a little more elaborate. It just has a little hanging ring on the front of it. What I like about this one is that I can add stuff to this to make it a little bit more interesting. This one does up with a buckle on the back. The thing I like about these first two is that I can pop these on with my everyday necklaces for an instant lift. Like so. Because they sit that much further up my neck, I don't have to take the rest of these off if I don't want to. This last one is a little bit more substantial, and I don't wear this one particularly often. This is very definitely more along the kind of death rock, post-punk, punk kind of lines. But it's better to have and not need than need and not have. So it has quite a fearsome looking spike on the front there, with a ring. There was something attached to this at one stage, which has obviously fallen off. A little chain underneath, to which I have attached a large ball closure ring. This can easily be removed as well if I wanted to. These next three items are also worn very rarely, but they are quite a lot of fun. And again, I tend to wear these more with the kind of cyber or death rock type outfits. The first one is my pirate pusscat. Quite a cute little pendant. And this is on one of those kind of bath plug type chains. I got this at Comic Con about 3 or 4 years ago. I have two Batman pendants, as I'm rather fond of Batman. The first one was a gift from little sis. It is black and it has the purple sparkles. We like the purple sparkles. The next one I bought in a little shop in Camden Market. It was about £7. The thing I like about these is that it's two different versions of the Batman insignia. Those of you who have been here a while will know exactly where the inspiration for this next lot came from. It is my big chunky bangles. Now back in the day when I first got into Toya, there were two things about her look that were really striking. One was the unk, and I've been wearing unks ever since, even before I fully understood the symbolism of them and actually started following the Egyptian path for my own personal spiritual system. And you may have noticed my rather subtle and understated one. I picked this up at the weekend at a flea market. Not really suitable for everyday wear, but I thought I would chuck it on just to show you. The other thing that really stands out with her accessory choices were her big chunky bangles. Now Toya's tended to be brass. I personally prefer the silver tone ones. 3 of these are metal, 1 is plastic. The plastic one is just completely smooth, wide, it's quite light, easy to wear. The 3 metal ones are all hammered. The first one is quite narrow, about, oh no, 1.5 inches wide. Can you see that hammering on that? Then I've got one that's about 3 inches wide. Also has these engraved lines or machined lines around either side. The last one, and certainly my favourite, is a beast. It's also about 3 inches wide, but it's very, very deep. So if I'm wearing this one, I actually have to take it off to put my coat on, or to get my coat off, because it won't go down the sleeve. And I will generally layer these like so. The last item in my kind of bangly bracelet collection is this one, which I think you've seen on a haul video. Hubby bought me this at the alternative bring and buy sale, oh, about a year ago now, I think. It's also very 80s, it's also very Toya. And obviously to wear any of these, I generally take all my other bracelets off. I've got an SOS dog tag. I will put that on if I'm taking all of my usual bracelets off of my right hand. So I was done and putting that lot away when I came across a bunch of items that I honestly thought I'd lost, and I'm so pleased to find that I haven't. Now all of my costume jewellery is in makeup bags. I've got a makeup bag with my coin jewellery in, I've got a makeup bag with my black beads and brooches in, and I had another makeup bag with my diamante in it. And the last time I looked, that makeup bag only had the kind of really cheap toot that I've got to use as costume pieces when my dance school does shows. But I couldn't find my good items, and I was particularly upset because one of them's actually a family piece. So I was really, really happy to find this little black pouch in the bottom of a drawer, hidden under something else, with my good pieces of diamante in, so I will share them with you now. The first piece is my favourite, it's the family piece. This was given to me when I was about 13. I can even remember what I was wearing. It was a grey 2-piece skirt suit with a black shirt, and my great aunt thought that the shirt needed livening up a little bit, so she gave me this beautiful diamante butterfly. Isn't that lovely? The other items are all from charity shops or flea markets. This one's quite simple with just 3 drops. This one kind of looks like a sort of a Mary Jane collar on a blouse with the little loops. This last one is completely plain, and I actually usually double this up around my wrist and wear it as a bracelet. I have a pair of earrings. I've taken them off the wires and I put them onto sleepers if I want to wear them. I have a little brooch. This last little item was a brooch once, but the pin broke off the back. So I popped into Claire's Accessories and bought one of those little flower hair clips, took the flower off and used 2-part metal epoxy to join it to the back of the brooch. So I now have a little diamante hair clip. As with the coin collection, I tend to wear these over high black collars, and I also like to layer or double these up as well. That's it for my accessories mini series. From the comments, it seems that many of you have enjoyed exploring and rummaging with me, and I hope I've shown just how easy it is to take a relatively plain outfit and just jazz it up, goth it up a little bit. I'm not entirely sure what my next video will be, so it's exciting. Until then, take care. Bye.